Hello, all wonderful folks. Welcome to Agile Mistakes. Friends, today I am going to talk about five fundamental devastating dysfunctions that may exist in your society, in your family, in your team, or in your organization. They exist in almost every human group. Friends, I think one thing which is common in all of us is that we all would like to live and work efficiently and proficiently. But I've often seen that despite of all the needed skills, all needed talent, and despite of all positive intentions, many a times when human beings come together to work on a project, to pursue a goal, some of the fundamental dysfunctions comes into play that destroys the entire game. Today, I am going to talk about these five fundamental devastating dysfunctions. Friends, we are living in a VUCA world, a world which is highly volatile, uncertain, chaotic, and ambiguous. The situations we face in our day-to-day lives, in real personal life or in professional life, most of them are VUCA situations. Now consider some of the global situations. Keep it abstract. Keep it into a broader perspective. Problems like present global pandemic, problem of obesity, diabetes, global warming, computer viruses, problem of terrorism, technical debt. Every team in this world has capacity to generate technical debt. Good teams control it or avoid it. A team is spilling over in every sprint. These are some of the complex global systemic problems. Now, these are systemic problems. These are non-linear equations. In order to solve these problems, you have to have systemic approach. Systemic problem needs a systemic solution. Now, just try to imagine all these problems and let's do a quick exercise. I would say none of us want these problems. Still, collectively, we all are producing these problems. Isn't this strange, guys? These problems have been existing for centuries throughout the course of human history. None of us want these problems, but still, collectively, we all are contributing or producing these problems. The question is why? Uh, Clearly, these are undesired, unwanted results. Why we are producing undesired, unwanted results? If you just dig one level deep, you will understand we are lacking accountability. Somewhere we are avoiding our accountability, self accountability, and peer to peer accountability. towards these goals. For example, let's suppose I am purchasing a car. Now, in heart, I don't want global warming to happen. I am a nature lover. I respect our planet Earth. I don't want global warming to happen. But yet, I have hundreds of good reasons to buy a car. And I will buy a car. Which means somewhere I'm avoiding my accountability towards global warming. Also, I am not asking others not to buy a car because it impacts global warming. That is peer to peer accountability. That is what we are lacking. Again, the question comes the next level deep, why? Why avoidance of accountability? Why lack of accountability? Answer comes to my mind is somewhere lack of commitment. Accountability is not coming because of lack of commitment. I am not committed well enough towards global warming to stop global warming from happening. I am not committed at par. Now let us try to understand the nature of commitment. Friends, commitment comes from within. It is not something that somebody is saying something to you and you do it, you get committed for it. It never happens. Commitment only comes from within. You have to have alignment with your desires, your belief system, and then only commitment comes. Why people are not committed for such global issues? Why? And let me tell in the perspective of agile scrum teams. When people are not speaking at the right platform at the right time, then commitment does not come. When people do not speak in right meetings like sprint planning meeting, refinement meeting, any of the scrum event, if they are not speaking at the right time, if they are not asking the right question at the right time, or if they are not providing the right suggestion at the right time, then they are not participating in decision making process. And when you won't feel like participating in decision making process, it's not your decision, it's somebody else's decision. And when it is somebody else's decision, you will not commit for it naturally because commitment happens from within. Commitment comes only and only when you are part of decision making process. There is no other way. Now, question comes, why people won't speak at the right time, at the right platform? What stops them from speaking? Well, I have run various experiments with my teams over the years, and 99% of the people of the teams comes up with this answer. Some of them say due to hesitation. Hesitation that what if I say something wrong and people will laugh upon me? Hesitant to speak truth, hesitant or lack of confidence in speaking what they know. Might be it is right, might be it is a good information or value addition in the discussion, but they won't speak because of hesitation. Fear, insecurities that prevails within the team members. They won't speak when they fear something. They won't speak when they have certain sort of job insecurity. They won't speak. So any sort of fear, insecurity, hesitation, if it prevails within the team members won't speak up at the right time, at the right platforms, and hence they won't contribute in decision making process, and commitment will never come. That causes avoidance of accountability, and that causes unwanted, undesired results. And that's why all these problems which we mentioned a while ago, like global pandemic, computer viruses, obesity, diabetes, any sort of health issues, mental illness, depression, drug addiction, all sort of problem do exist because of these dysfunctions. Again, coming back to the point, why these sort of fear insecurities, why fear or insecurities prevail within the teams? Clearly, we are not providing safe environments within the team. And because of that, trust is not happening within the team. When there is no trust, there is no team at all. We have to have vulnerability based trust, not just trust. We need to have vulnerability based trust in our families, in our teams, in our organization, in this world. That's what the world needs the most at the moment. If we are really committed to solve certain global systemic problems, complex problems, we have to have vulnerability based trust. What I mean when I say vulnerability, it's about saying that, hey, I got some problem at my home. I've got some personal situation. And this sprint, I'm unable to commit 100%. I'm unable to work, or I'm unable to work at my best, at par in this sprint. And I'm declaring this to the team up front, I think, which helps everyone. That sort of vulnerability. And team accepts that because this is part and parcel, and team accepts that and they help the person. Hey, I am not equipped enough to perform this task which you are asking me to do. That sort of vulnerability I'm talking about. We need to provide, inculcate these kind of safe environments within our teams so that people fearlessly become vulnerable to each other and they feel safe. It's perfectly fine with the team. And develop the habit of asking some of the powerful, simple and powerful questions like, how may I equip you when for the next time you see anyone struggling with something, hesitating in fear, ask them, how may I equip you? Do you need any help? How may I help you? Similarly, when you feel some sort of fear, insecurity, or anything, don't hesitate to ask for help. But this happens when you inculcate safe environment within your teams, within your organization, within your family. That allows people to go vulnerable. So this is the root cause. When you don't have vulnerability based trust, you won't get desired results. This is the first dysfunction, vulnerability based trust. This is an absence of trust among team members. Essentially, this stems from their unwillingness to be vulnerable within the group. Team members who are not genuinely open with one another about their mistakes, their problems, their weaknesses make it impossible to build a foundation of trust. And when the foundation of trust is not there, friends, this failure to build trust is damaging because it sets the tone for the second dysfunction, which is fear of conflict. Teams that lack trust are incapable of engaging in unfiltered and passionate debate of ideas. Instead, they resort to mediocre decisions. This small fear, this small hesitation, this small insecurity directly resonates and manifests in the form of technical debt, defect, bug, low quality code, global warming, any sort of systemic world problems, complex problems. Now, this fear results in lack of healthy, constructive conflict, which is a problem because it ensures the third dysfunction of a team, which is lack of commitment. When there is fear, people won't speak up. When they won't speak up, they won't become part of decision making. They won't feel heard, and commitment never comes. So this is your third dysfunction, lack of commitment. Because without having aired their opinions in the course of passionate and open debate, team members rarely, if ever, buy in and commit to decisions. Now, because of this lack of commitment, because of this lack of real commitment and buy in, team members develop an avoidance of accountability, which is your fourth dysfunction. Without commitment to a clear plan of action, even the most focused and driven people often hesitate to call their peers on actions and behaviors that seem counterproductive to the good of the team. And as this is your fourth dysfunction, avoidance of self accountability and avoidance of peer to peer accountability, which results into undesired, unwanted results, which is your fifth dysfunction. When people don't feel accountable, they don't hold others accountable, you won't get desired results. Friends, these are five fundamental devastating dysfunctions of any family, team, or an organization. Now, how to eradicate or eliminate or control or minimize these dysfunctions, I'll tell you in my next video in how to build trust. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the like icon if you find this session worthy. Thank you very much.